something.
So wait, a news report on how the guys in Vietnam were getting high and how powerful the drugs were kind of inspired you.
The soldiers.
Wow.
The soldiers.
Oh, man.
If they make them GIs high, they're making them high over here, you know.
So when you went over there, how did you know who to go to, or how did you arrange that? I mean, movie I did see, but
I didn't know her. I didn't know who to go to. You didn't see that in the movie. I don't think it was in the movie.
Okay.
I didn't know who to go. I stayed there like almost a month, maybe a little better than a month, looking for somebody. Everybody had 20 keys, 30 keys. I didn't want that. I wanted a couple of 100 keys.
Oof.
And that's what I got.
So how did you get the drugs out of Vietnam back here?
Military.
Through the military?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Come on, look at what they're willing to do for $800 a month.
You get a couple of $100,000. You can get anything you want from over there back over here.
Okay, so the military would help you smuggle it.
Yes, they look. One guy, I get the boss. I would just go. We used to go to see the boss, and I can't call his name. I will not call his name. We go see the boss, and he would take you up from that. All you had to do is bring it on the post, give it to him. He would do what he had to do.
And this is in the U.S. military?
Yeah, and they tell me what way to pick it up, what day to pick it up, what time to pick it up to the military precision time.
Was anybody indicted from the military?
No.
No, huh?
No.
Now,
It's amazing.
when you went to, did you go over to Vietnam with a tremendous amount of money to, or did you kind of expect it to be fronted?
When Bumpy died, he didn't want to do that.
Bumpy is the guy who you worked for.
Bumpy Johnson worked for 13 years, 9 months, and 8 days. I worked for Bumpy, but he was the guy that didn't want to do it. So when he died, he had like $3 million left in the street. I went and collected the money, put it in Chase Bank, because Chase got branches all over there, you know. Put it in Chase Bank, and I had the money in the bank. All I had to do was get a passport, enough money to get there with. I had money, you know.
How do you wash $1 million a day? I mean, it's because back, especially, it's all cash.
You didn't read. You must didn't read about me much, because if you did, you'd know how I did it.
Well, I know you had a couple legitimate businesses. You had.
Yeah, no, I did it through the bank for the most part. I had a few legitimate business, but I did it through the bank. I'd take it to the bank. They'd clean it up. I'd pick it up tomorrow. Like 5 million, 10 million, whatever I had to take in there. They'd clean it up. I'd pick it up tomorrow. Chemical Bank, they got indicted for that.
Oh, they did? Chemical Bank for laundering?
Yeah, they got indicted for that. Yes, they did.
How much would you bring in at a time? And like I don't know how it works. Like, you say you have $10 million and you want to wash it.
Yeah.
You bring it to the bank, and what do you?
They cleaned up for me. They give me all $100 bills.
And how much would they charge for a $10 million?
They take 2% or 3%. Sometimes as much as 4% I have paid.
All right, so basically that's not that much. That seems like
No, it's not that much. No, it's not.
Yeah,
But they were making that was a good dollar for them.
So where do you keep? Once they wash it for you, where do you keep that kind of cash?
In the Cayman Island.
Oh, you put it in the Caymans.
Yes.
And I know you stored some in your house, which
No, I had like $12 million, $500 some $1,000. But when they turned it in, it wasn't but $500,000.
so you had $12 million, and they raided the house.
Yeah.
And they said they found $500,000.
That's what they said. They found. You read that in the paper.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, shenanigans.
You know.
Next thing you know, the cops showing up in the fight with a $100,000 fur coat on, a $25,000 hat.
Yeah.
Hey, Flatfoot, you don't make that kind of scratch.
I don't know how they did it, but all I know, the money wasn't there. I don't know who took it or what, but I know it wasn't there.
So did a lot of there was a whole corruption thing that happened after you got in trouble. There was a lot of cops that I think went down, right?
Absolutely.
How many guys were actually?
You know, I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea, but I know maybe 25 or 30, maybe more.
And the guys that were actually taking from you, they went. Like the guys that were shaking you down.
They told on me. I told on them. Simple as that. I told on them.
Have you, like, being a guy who's kind of been? It's amazing to be. You're 79.
Yeah.
And most guys in that business
Don't tell my age on the radio, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm only kid. I'm 79 years old.
But
I was born September 9, 1930.
Most guys don't, in that line of work, don't make it to 79 to kind of come out the other side of it and write books and talk about what happened.
Well, I don't know about most, but I know I've been lucky, I guess. I've been lucky.
How have you seen that change? Like, you know, I mean, there's always guys dealing drugs. How is the mentality of these guys changed now from the time when you were doing it?
Well, it's different. back then you had rules. The kids out there, they don't have no rules. They kill one another, murder one another for nothing. For $20, they kill you for $20. They murder you. We didn't do it back then. Like Bumpy and all the old time, they had rules. I fell in the same footsteps. I had rules I went by.
What was a rule you think that you would have abided by that today that they just don't care about?
The rules I abided by, you got to be straight. You see, that's why I had most country boys work for me. You can trust a country boy. You can put $1 million in his house and his wife and kids can be hungry. He won't touch a penny before he come tell you. But a city boy, that son of a bitch will steal your eyeballs out. That son of a bitch will steal your eyeballs out. I had people I could trust, put it that way.
If they legalized drugs, would you get back in the business?
No, I don't want nothing to do with drugs.
Would you franchise?
No more drugs. No more drugs. No, absolutely not.
All right.
Absolutely not. No more drugs. Never. I'm very remorseful for what I did, and it's not a good thing what I did. But hey, it's a done deal, and just move on. That much I can do. But best I can do now is talk to the kids and tell them don't go this way.
When did that change in your mind? When did you realize, wow, that's not a good thing?
Well, we had a trial. I don't know if you know the guy named Richard Roberts. He was a state prosecutor.
Mm-hmm.
We had a trial over there, and the lady said she come home. We was on trial. She said she come home, and she find her son with a needle in his arm. And when she got through testifying that day, even I was crying.
Damn.
Even I was crying when she got through testifying. I know I was gone. I know there ain't no come back now, When she got through testifying, I felt very remorse, and I felt like a dog. And I ain't never touched drugs since.
Because hearing somebody actually really describe what it was like to watch.
It was like, yeah. She told the whole story. They must have practiced her 2 months, 6 months or something.
Oh, damn.
She know every word. She know how to put, oh my God, that lady was, hey,
and
you'd have been crying if you said in there.
Before that, it was just business for you. It was just
business as usual.
Yeah, it was a product that you were selling.
My wife tried to get me to stop a long time ago. But who the hell wants to stop making $1 million a day,
That's hard to just stop. Yeah.
Stop right in your tracks, Oof. And I moved from a couple of hundred to 3,000 keys when I go over there and bring it back.
So 3,000. I stopped drinking and doing drugs when I was 18, so I don't know how much does a key cost and how much does it resell for?
In New York over this way, it was selling for like maybe 80,000, 70,000 per key. Over there, I was paying $4,200 for it.
Oh wow, that's a hell of a profit.
A lot of money.
4,200, and it sells for 80,000.
Oh yeah, and it was like 100%. I never got nothing under 98%, like 100%, and I could cut it half in two and sell it over here for 80,000 if I wanted to.
Yeah, so that's.
But I had a street business going. I was selling a lot in the streets. I was selling $100 million a day. That was just my street business. It had nothing to do with the wholesale.
So you didn't have people that were selling to people that were using. Were you pretty much selling bulk to other dealers?
No, the guy named Doc. He run the street business for me.
Oh, okay.
And how he did it, I know, but it's a long story, so I don't have time to tell all that here on the radio today. But anyhow, he run the street business, and I run more to the wholesale business.
Mm-hmm. What was the name of? Didn't you have the name of the actual
Blue Magic?
Blue Magic.
Yeah.
And that kind of became legendary on the streets.
Yes, it still is. Yeah, I mean, if anybody's name Blue Magic, they know exactly what you're talking about.
You could sue.
Yeah.
Sue for copyright infringement.
You go in court with that, the judge.
Yeah, right. I don't think.
Lock you up.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
Are you all right?
You all right?
Yeah,
Sam.
Okay.
Sam's
Is he bothering you?
No,
okay.
I don't mind.
I would love to see you punch Sam. That would really make me happy.
He bothers us.
Thank you.
So that's good. They bring the book in a plastic bag like it's some kind of drugs. What are you doing?
What is that?
It's the film American Gangster. I want to get the book signed, but I said, let me see if I can get Frank to sign the
I'll
film.
autograph it before I leave. Sure will.
So, now, do you think the RICO statutes, which kind of put a lot of years on people, did that change the whole game as well? Because now guys couldn't just take a 5-year hit.
No, the RICO statute, that was a prosecutor dream. It didn't have to go that much to convict you. All they had to do is somebody, like we sitting here talking about drugs now. They know you're not in drugs, but they come back, y'all talking about you should have told the courts or whatever it is. You should have told the courts, and you didn't know. You know about it, so you should have reported it. You know, as a RICO statute, they can get to anything.
So then Jimmy
Tax
goes
evasion,
away, yeah.
They put everything together
So they could kind of lump us all in as a
as conspirators.